With my experience, definitely I want to create an impact in education sector.
So you did your PhD in compilers?
Yes.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
So in which year did you do your engineering, ma'am?
I did my BTech in
I was not even born then. I was not even born. Not just the student. I just want to know what your future aspirations and goals are.
I feel that's the most turning point in my life.
So back then, women were not even encouraged to have higher studies.
My MTech, I was the only student.
So ma'am, what are some of the challenges that you have faced early in your career?
Those days, decisions were taken only by the parents. So keeping all such things, actually we missed out that BITS Pilani offer.
Back then there were no software jobs, ma'am. Generally, GATE students are more interested in learning compared
very
to college
much interested
students.
in subject, yes.
Ma'am, are you willing to teach compiler design to our students? Hi. So whenever I go out, when I go out to a restaurant or mall or even on a vacation, many students recognize me because I am an educator and an YouTuber. And whenever they come and talk to me, they say one thing for sure. They used to say that my compiler design course is terrific, but then no one knows where I learned this compiler design subject from. So today I am introducing Sunitha ma'am, and Sunitha ma'am is the one who taught me compiler design, and because of that single subject, today I am in this position. Trust me, I am not exaggerating, but what I mean to say is because of one subject, that is compiler design, which I learned from Sunitha ma'am, I am in this position in my life. Okay, so I will be very grateful to Sunitha ma'am for teaching compiler design. Like you can't find the concepts, you can't find the examples, you can't find most of the things in many textbooks. She has made it so unique, so easy, that made me so popular in India. Okay, so today let's hear from her everything about her journey, how she became so good at compiler design. Okay, hi ma'am, how are you?
Hi, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. I'm fine.
Okay, so ma'am, can you tell me about your personal background?
Yeah. I'm Dr. K.V.N. Sunitha, working as a professor in computer science. I'm working as a founder principal at BBRIT Hyderabad College of Engineering for Women, which is located at Nijampet.
So you are a principal now?
Yes, I'm a founder principal for that college.
Founder principal, that's great, ma'am. Yeah.
Actually, I hail from a very conservative family. I grew up with my three sisters. I was doing very well in my academics from my childhood. I was a school topper. I was a topper even in intermediate. So looking at my performance in academics and the way the teachers were praising me in those days, my father decided me to allow me for higher studies. So that's how I could, though nobody in my family pursued engineering earlier, my father decided I should do engineering.
So in which year did you do your engineering, ma'am?
I did my BTech in 1984 and 88.
I was not even born then. I was not even born. So back then, women were not even encouraged to have higher studies.
True.
How many girls were there in your classroom when you did your BTech?
So in my class, BTech, definitely there were 7 students. But in my MTech, I was the only student.
Girl student.
Only girl student.
Oh.
Even when I joined my job also, I was the only lady faculty.
Oh, you are the only. And in your life, you have chosen to be a faculty in the women's engineering college mostly, right? Is there any specific reason for that?
See, I have 2 sons.
Okay.
Though I do not have daughters, I feel like I'm so blessed to work in women engineering colleges. I worked for more than 2 decades in different women engineering colleges like G. Narayanamma Institute of Science and Technology. I worked as a founder HOD for computer science for 12 years. And in BBRIT Hyderabad, I have been working as a founder principal. So working with the women engineering colleges and working towards women empowerment really gives me a lot of satisfaction in life.
Okay. So, ma'am, can you talk about your academic journey?
Yeah, I did my undergrad BTech Electronics and Communication from a very normal college, SVH College of Engineering from Nagarjuna University. Then I did my MTech Computer Science from NIT Warangal and did my PhD from JNTU Hyderabad.
Wow, great. And which years did you do it, ma'am?
I did my BTech from 84 to 88,
Huh.
MTech from 91 to 93,
Okay.
and then PhD in 2006.
2006.
Yes.
Wow. Those times people were not aware of PhDs.
True.
Then you did PhDs. Great, ma'am. So, ma'am, were there any incidents that happened in your life that have significantly impacted your academic career?
Actually, I did my UG from a normal college, I said. But actually, I got BTech admission in EC department at BITS Pilani.
Okay.
But those days, I was very ignorant. Even my parents also do not have any exposure. So my father was very much worried about how do I travel from Kurnool to Pilani, and that too without knowing Hindi, all that. So keeping all such things, actually, we missed out that BITS Pilani offer.
Okay.
So my father decided like I should do only within the state. Though I had options like even getting the admission in Kurnool, Vizag, even Machilipatnam, Kadapa. My father personally went and inspected like which college would be better. So finally he thought like Machilipatnam was the best because there were no factions, no any other
back
issues.
then there was
because
factions.
it was in 84. Kadapa was with lot of problems. And even Kurnool also was with the similar grounds. So my father has taken a decision like I should do only at Machilipatnam because it is a small peaceful village. And luckily I could get a PG accommodation just in front of my college. So that's how I landed up in a normal college. Those days decisions were taken only by the parents. We simply follow the parents' guidelines only. So that's how, though I had a potential, I just did my BTech in a very normal college. Immediately after completing my BTech, since I hail from Kurnool, the only option for me was working at G. Pullareddy Engineering College, Kurnool. So I completed my BTech in June, joined Pullareddy
Back
Engineering.
Then there were no software jobs, ma'am.
No, since I was from Kurnool, my parents were not ready for me to send immediately. Okay. So I just joined Kurnool Engineering College as a lecturer.
Okay.
After
in 88, right? This is
in 88.
Okay.
88 June I completed. 88 August I just joined in Pullareddy Engineering College. So when I joined GPREC, I realized that with my potential, I should do at least my PG in a best college. So in spite of getting married and having 1 year kid, I prepared for my PG entrance and could get admission into NIT Warangal in computer science. So that's how I joined in NIT Warangal in 1991, completed in 93. By that time, I had 1 year kid. I feel that's the most turning point in my life. Doing that PG from NIT Warangal gave me at least little exposure. I did my even project work at CDAC Bangalore. I worked on supercomputer Param. Wow,
great, ma'am. So, ma'am, what motivated you to do a PhD?
After BTech, I said I joined in teaching. Teaching is a noble profession. So, to earn respect in that profession, definitely you need to have expertise and knowledge so that you can teach and conduct research. So, I decided to do PhD. To pursue PhD, I relocated to Hyderabad in 1998, joined at Vasvi College of Engineering. I met lot of professors in Usmania University. In Hyderabad, we have 3 universities, Usmania, JNTU and HCU. I met lot of professors in these 3 universities. Finally, luckily, I could get one supervisor in the JNTU Hyderabad, Dr. V. Vijay Kumar Garu. And good part is, even I was interested to do my PhD in compilers. So luckily, I could meet my supervisor, Vijay Kumar Garu. He was also very much interested to.
So you did your PhD in compilers?
Yes.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah. So actually, my PhD even I feel is a good achievement because of 2 reasons. One is for my supervisor, Dr. V. Vijay Kumar Garu, who is now working as a Dean R&D at Anurag University, has guided 42 PhDs now. I was the first PhD under him working on compilers. And even under JNTU Hyderabad, I was the first PhD awarded in computer science because JNTU was even bifurcated into 3 universities, JNTU Hyderabad, JNTU Anantapur and Kakinada. So under JNTU Hyderabad, I was the first PhD in computer science.
So you did your BTech from ECE, right?
Yes.
And then you did your
MTech
PhD
from,
in
MTech from computer science.
MTech in computer science, and then PhD also in computer science. And you are so damn good at compiler design because you have done PhD in compiler design. I was just wondering how could someone be very
that
good?
is not correct.
Uh,
The reason behind compiler design was different.
okay.
93 when I completed my MTech and joined in G. Pullareddy Engineering College once again,
Hmm.
I was HOD.
Hmm.
As a HOD, when you do subject allotment, leftover subject should be handled by the HOD. That's how I started teaching the subject HOD, this compiler design, and I really got very good interest.
Okay.
Since I had lot of interest in compilers, so I thought my PhD also should be only in compilers.
Oh, so since you were teaching compiler design, you have taken compiler design in the PhD. So
Yes.
anyway, you have worked in compilers, right, in PhD as well as while teaching.
Yes.
So that is how you became so damn good at it. Wow, that's great. That's amazing, ma'am.
I did my PhD in machine independent optimization in compiler design.
Machine independent optimization in compiler design. Okay, that's great.
In 2006.
2006. Okay. So, ma'am, what are some of the challenges that you have faced early in your career?
When I joined in the initial in for my career in Pullareddy Engineering College, I was the only lady faculty and I was the youngest. So definitely it's not so easy to prove yourself. So really I had to work very hard to prove myself. Luckily, with the support of my colleagues, within no time I could get a very good name as one of the best faculty.
So you taught compiler design only then also?
I taught compiler design and automata theory, formal languages,
So
because
which means from 88.
most of the time people used to be very much afraid of these two subjects.
Yeah,
That's how nobody used to come forward to teach these subjects. That's how in the initial days of my career, it was the leftover subject which a HOD is supposed to handle. But later, after teaching the subject for some years, it has become my choice.
Okay.
Because of the interest.
Got it. So, ma'am, can you share some of the milestones that you achieved in your life?
See, I started career at the age of 22 years.
So that itself is an achievement. You are the youngest faculty.
And I became HOD at a very young age, 25 years itself.
At 25 you are
Yeah, worked as a HOD for more than 2 decades.
Wow.
And worked as even a principal for 12 years. And very happy to say that even in my academic career, even I could guide 20 PhDs so far in different universities, JNTU Hyderabad, JNTU Kakinada, KL University, Geetham University and Rayalaseema University.
Wow.
So all this has given me even a lot of recognitions and awards also. I received awards from Computer Society of India, Institution of Engineers, or Indian Society for Technical Education, ISTE, as Best Engineering College Principal, Best Engineering College Teacher, and also in Best Engineer of the Year.
That's amazing, ma'am.
Yeah. But out of all this, as I said, the most proud moment what I feel is more than 2 decades I have been working in women engineering colleges and working for women empowerment. That is the most proud. I feel I'm blessed to do that.
That's great, ma'am. So as a leader, what are the qualities do you think are important for anyone?
So the first and foremost what I feel is vision. Without vision, there is no leadership. So vision is the main one. And then integrity. They should be like role model. Patience and positive attitude. A leader always should even identify individual potential. When it comes to delegation of the work, should delegate the work to the right person who can do the work with passion. And most important is even adaptability.
Great, ma'am. Great. So only one thing is that you are not known by many people, even though you are the best teacher for compiler, I could say. I think most of your classes are in the closed room of 50-60 people. So how do you feel about it, that your reach is very limited and you are not able to reach, let us say, lakhs of people with the kind of subject that you have?
See, never I thought in that way. Whatever the work I do, I always give 100%.
Okay.
So in the college, most of the time I used to teach at least for 120 students. But definitely for me, the most memorable thing in my life is even I taught in I gave gate coaching also. I
that
taught for more than 1 lakh students.
that
In
is
fact,
what
I think
that
that is where I met you
yeah, that is
also.
where you met me. So in a gate coaching center, you were teaching and I was your follower. So I think that is the see, I can tell you that I mean, you are from, you know, both these things. One is how are the college students and how are the gate students. Generally gate students are more interested in learning compared to
Very much
college
interested in
students.
subject, yes.
Yeah, college students,
Will
most
not
of them
have that
come
much
for,
of seriousness.
yeah, they come for attendance,
Yes.
right? So now I think you two understood that having teaching for gate students and reaching more students in one class is better than having teaching in a classroom, right? Now why don't you teach on YouTube, ma'am? You have a lot of you have a lot of subject, and you have depth, you have the subject at depth, right? So why don't you teach on YouTube?
No, definitely, I'm very much interested. See, basically, I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
I could really come to this level because of my best teaching only. So
Hmm.
for me, the first and foremost thing is teaching. Definitely, I will be very much happy to teach it, even the subject now.
And in fact, let me tell you guys, ma'am has a book in compiler design and TOC also. Okay, so we will be releasing it soon. So when someone has this much amount of knowledge in TOC and compiler design, and when they teach, I believe that that course will be the best course ever. So let's see when ma'am gets time, and if she could dedicate some time for YouTube, maybe you will be able to see how good a teacher she is. Okay. So ma'am, do you have any mentors in your life who actually played a crucial role in your development professionally?
Yeah, I had really great regard for two mentors. One is late Dr. Jairam Reddy Garu, the principal of G. Pulla Reddy Engineering College. So when I started my teaching, it is from him I learned self-discipline and accountability of the work. And the other person who I owe a lot is my research supervisor, Dr. V. Vijay Kumar Garu. He is the main inspiration for me to do research and to come up in my career.
Okay, ma'am. So ma'am, can you talk about your research?
Yeah, my research, I did my PhD mainly on compiler optimizations. As you know, like present processor are very fast, no need to worry about optimization at compiler level. So I switched to NLP and speech processing and specially worked on Telugu language.
Oh, okay.
I graded lot of PhDs in text to speech system, speech to text system in Telugu language, and also guided students especially on security in networks, also cloud security, and few students even on computer vision.
Wow.
I received 50 lakhs funding from different government funding agencies like departments of science and technology, NRSE, and Microsoft AI for Earth grant for the projects like automatic road extraction from satellite images, medicine identification and alerting system for geriatrics, and also like precision agriculture. So received 50 lakhs funding and completed all the projects successfully.
Got it, ma'am. Got it. So I feel that being in teaching profession is actually a sacrifice, because there are a lot of exciting opportunities in the other areas, right? And personally, that is my personal opinion, being in teaching field, especially teaching in engineering college, is a lot of sacrifice. So do you at least have work life balance while in this profession?
See, first of all, I won't agree like it's a sacrifice. End of the day, it is a satisfaction what you get.
You will be
Though
satisfied, right?
I did my MTech from CDAC, in fact, I got an offer in CDAC. But
Okay.
by that time, I had a very small kid. So, and even I told you like before going for MTech, even I worked in G. Pulla Reddy Engineering College. My husband is working in government sector, so I thought like for the family, the most best and most respectable profession is teaching. That's how I continued in teaching.
So you don't agree that it is a sacrifice?
I don't, and it depends on the interest. For me, even today, I never had any regrets. Like I have not gone into industry.
So you are happy, very happy with
But
it.
actually, even I tried for getting into corporate just to prove my credentials. When I was working in Vasavi College, I
Okay.
tried to get into corporate. I got in TCS.
Oh, okay.
I tried for R&D job actually.
Okay.
So I was selected, and while posting, they said like you will be initially have to work as a trainee manager. After that, they'll post me in R&D side. I was not happy, so I just rejected that offer. But getting that job also, it is not for seriously going settling down in industry. It is mainly to prove my credentials. Like though I am in teaching, any point of time, even I can get into industry. And when it comes to work-life balance, definitely it's a very difficult question to answer because it differs from person to person.
And also, you were a principal. You are into managing, and you are into teaching, and you are also have to manage your personal life.
True. I definitely
A lot of problems might come, like someone might go on a leave and the classes are not happening. Someone might be getting bad feedback, and you had to call them and then tell them how
I
to
need
teach.
to groom my students. I need to groom equally my faculty. All such things will be there. But whatever it is, the balance between the professional life, personal life is very, very important. And that we should not focus only on once we reach to a higher position, something like principal. We need to practice that from the beginning of the career. Then it becomes always easy. I always tell even my faculty also, don't carry your professional issues into the home. The moment you enter the house, by leaving chapels, leave your college issues also there. Be very peaceful and enjoy life in the house. Similar manner, whatever the simple fights or something happens in the house, don't bring it to the office.
Even
So that
yeah.
settle line is very, very important. Once we really understand how we can do that, it will work out.
As you are saying that while entering the house, just like you leave chappals, you have to leave the professional life.
True.
What I do is, after reaching my home, I will leave the phone in the car itself. I will not carry my phone to home.
That's
Otherwise,
a wonderful thing. Even in fact, after reaching home, I hand over my phone to my husband. Unless it is an emergency thing, he will not be like, he will remind me like, no, it's an important call. Why don't you attend?
So sir is assisting you in
Yeah,
this.
he is. I mean,
I think he is a pillar of support for you.
Definitely, he is a pillar of support.
Not just the students. I just want to know what your future aspirations and goals are. He is becoming a YouTuber there in your future aspirations.
See, with my experience, definitely I want to create an impact in education sector.
So Vice Chancellor.
No, not in terms of position. Like in the education system, if any innovation has to be done, if I will be part of that, then I'll be very happy. As per the new NEP policy also, we have to revamp a lot of things in the education system. So I'll be very glad to get involved in such things.
Okay.
And definitely, I'm always keen in helping for young women to take up their career, and also interested to work on NGOs also.
Okay. Ma'am, are you willing to teach compiler design to our students?
Definitely. Compiler design is something very close to my heart. Any point of time, I'll be very much interested to do that.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, can our students follow you on your LinkedIn?
Yes.
So, I'm going to give your LinkedIn account in the description. Students will follow you there and they will message you if they want anything.
Sure.
Whenever you have time, you can check it out.
Sure.
Okay. So, ma'am, what is your suggestion to the students?
See, everybody want to be very successful in life. Success do not have perfect measurement. So set your meaningful goals with values and try to achieve it. See, end of the day, what is important is satisfaction. So feeling fulfilled, content, and having purpose of life should be considered as most important factors in success, in my opinion.
Thank you, ma'am. That's great. So, guys, I hope you like the podcast. And if you want to know more about or more from ma'am, you can write down in the comments what is that you want to listen more from ma'am. She will do more podcasts. Okay. Thank you all.